Okay, we're at the Seven Barrows Yard of Nicky Henderson, the home of all things Cheltenham Festival. Nicky, we've seen already this morning the kind of problems you face as a trainer in the lead up to Cheltenham. Unexpected problems sometimes. How are things going?
Well, there's still a fair way to go. I mean, I think it's been a fairly good run to the moment. We've always got little niggly ones, but touch wood, nothing too dramatic as yet.
Apart from the 30 deer that came across the gallop this morning.
Again, as you can see from that, there's anything can happen in this world of racehorses, particularly leading up to Cheltenham. That was certainly a strange one. But luckily nobody was entertaining until one got loose, but there we go. No, I think everything's going pretty well. We've had been a bit wet the last few weeks. We could do with a couple of dry weeks now, but I think that'll come with it. And there's a lot of work to be done. There's a few races still to be run, and we know, and as we've seen from poor Willie Mullins, that it's not easy, and there are traps and booby traps all down the line, and it's difficult to, they've got to do work, they've got to work quite hard sometimes, so we just got to hope that, we don't have any mishaps on the way, and they can get there in one piece.
And this is Mike Bite, who's already had a mishap on the way when he fell pretty nastily at Kempton last time.
That was a horrible fall, and I think that was it was just unfortunate. It's typical you go and do it in a Grade 1 race like that, when if it was at Plumpton on a Monday you'd be frustrated, but to go and throw away a Group 1 like that. But it was an extraordinary performance he was putting up at the time, so touch wood, his schooling and everything since he's come back is good, and and we're going to have a little, I think we'll probably try and go to Kempton over the weekend, and then, all being well, we'll he'll head for the RSA.
Yeah. Altior going well, I gather?
Altior's been good, yeah, and again, touch wood, everything's been going according to plan. He's in good form, he's jumped very well. Plan is to run him at Newbury. We could do it drying up a little bit, but he's in very, very good form.
And he's been working. He worked at the weekend.
He and Brainpower did a bit of work. Brainpower was going to run in the race that Bouberdare won at Sandown, and so we switched plans really there, and consequently Brainpower just did a bit of work with Altior at home on Saturday, and we'll see. He might just go down the racecourse gallop route rather than running, and I suspect he won't run again before Cheltenham. He'll have gallops and things at home, and that's not a problem really.
And you mentioned Bouberdare. You have Bouberdare primed for the champion hurdle now, which has taken on a different complexion.
It has. I mean, he'd been chasing earlier on. He won his first and only 2 novice chases, but I just sort of figured, not really because of where the absentees were, but I just see him still with sort of unfinished business over hurdles, and consequently he is coming back. Obviously it wasn't a very difficult task for him at Sandown at the weekend, but we like what we saw and the way he did it, and I think now under the circumstances I think we definitely have to take our chance in the champion hurdle.
But we don't rule out Brainpower by any means.
You don't. I think he's a very talented horse. He is. He's very, very good, and I mean he's won 2 handicaps very easily, and not surprisingly the handicapper now has him actually rated higher than Bouberdare, so he's got to take his chance.
Well, Nicky, we hope the deer stay off the gallops for the next 5 weeks or so, and fingers crossed.
Thank you very much, Peter.